Hey, hi guys, hi everyone. Hello. Hey, hi guys. Hello. I'm gonna set up YouTube chat in case you guys wanna ask questions and talk. Hi Eclipse, Amber, Eclipse. Hello. What's your Discord name? Amber Eclipse. I think you are the Knight of the Order of Eclipse we're gonna talk about today. Yes or no? Type yes for yes and no for no. Hi guys, hi. Okay, we're gonna start slowly and as usual, no rush. We're just making knights and talking about them, and yeah, just generally having fun. If you can say so. So yeah, today we're gonna do I believe one of the my audio exactly. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me have a look what I can do. Because of this one. Yeah, is it still echoing? Is it mic or is it music? Okay, let's see. I think I might fix it. Yeah, I think that was the issue. Yeah. My camera was also picking up sound, I guess, and I turned it off. Okay, I think it's better now, right? I think it's better now, right? Because I think hello Manticora. So yeah, the sound should be fine now because I think I connected the other camera. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Cool. Thank you. Hi Vanzer Shanzer. Hi everyone. Okay. We are gonna make another MechaKnight while talking about some knights, some MechaKnights orders, and yeah, let's start slowly. Let's just drop some images as I usually do. Yes, this one, black and gold. I also had this idea about the bear knight. The knight with like a bear helmet, bear face. Maybe I'm gonna do that one next. But yeah, Today we're gonna do this like black and gold, and I feel like he belongs to the order of Eclipse, because I was going through all the orders today. Because yeah, we just general update with the writer. We slowly like going through the main bits of the universe. We discussed the main let's say the main rules of the world, like how big is the magic, how what stage of development is the whole area. You guys made an amazing map. Thank you, by the way, for that. Yeah, thank you. My God, how can I? Yeah, the Jotun of Pants made an amazing map. Thank you. His name is David, and yeah, I think it's a very good contribution. Hi, hello. So yeah, and we like while we're nailing it, we also get to the point of like a little deeper structure. So now we're talking about like elf tribes, the human villages and places, and the orders. And the orders, we as we talk, it should be like an organizations, like yeah, I think the organization is the perfect word. I think it's the organizations of the world of MechaKnights. Like, for example, how would one get a MechaKnight, right? It would, he need to go to the dwarf city, to the dwarf's place, and I guess it would be multiple. So basically anyone with the money or with the resources can go there and purchase a mecha. But in the medieval world, where in the medieval world where basically everything is in danger, right? Where do you get money? What do you do? So people tend to like group, make a settlement, make a city. The city will grow, the different trades will develop, and that's the idea of forming some kind of like alliances or some kind of like trading roads, and that's where you get wealth from trading, from mining, from developing. And you need like for example, you are a mining city right next to the mountain, and you are like mining charcoal, and you constantly need the protection from like dangers inside the mines or maybe outside where your city like fighting for the ground with the forest. So you as a mining company would probably purchase a MechaKnight, and you're like, okay, yeah, cool, that's a start. But if you are already wealthy enough city, and you just like wealth because your city is in the crossroad of a few trading paths, right? And that means the wealthiest of that city will also get a mecha, just to protect caravans, protect like city from assaults, just to have like just a personal guard, because like what the family who built the city get like so rich, so they can afford it. So that's where we get like nobles, right? The nobles is the richest of the land, and they can afford to get a MechaKnight for themselves. But then we go into the the underground of that, let's say, because not everything. Yeah, being in Switzerland. Yeah. So yeah, and then we go like deeper, because it's not just like trades and cities, right? It's like maybe an underground organizations who will like some kind of like a thief society, or how do you call it? Like you got it right, like from like a reference from Skyrim, the hand or something. I don't remember the wife. So yeah, the bad guys will like rob caravans would like steal shit, and they like eventually like, oh yeah, we are competing now with this force, maybe we need our own MechaKnights, so they would just like spend everything they gathered and buy themselves a MechaKnight. So not every MechaKnight is like a good one, it's basically just an armor and everyone can drive in it. But if there is a like mafia and robbery and all that, then there has to be a force to stop them. So some cities decided to join forces and like form this kind of squad or something to protect them from the mafia of the world. And they're like, wow, yeah, that's another order, right? We get another one. And then we get like different areas of the wilds and of the world, which also needs to be either conquered or just being taken care of. And for different areas, the different kind of mechas are suited. So depends on the area, they will purchase like a specific mecha. So it would be designed to operate on that ground or for a specific purpose. Like for example, I think the NightWatch is operating on the night creatures, right? So it has to be like dark, agile, very quick. So it would be this kind of mecha. And like etc, and then the magic schools, and they need their own MechaKnights, right? And every magic school will have like their kind of MechaKnights. And the main army and the like, yeah, you got me, right? So it is a big topic, and being like the MechaKnights being accessible in a way, and the main limit is being just amount of money and amount of mechas that dwarves can produce, and also a competition for like getting there and getting out of there. It all will like tied up into this net of connections, and so yeah, that's the ecosystem basically. It's not just like, oh, I want a mechanic. But do we have a mecha for grilling cheese? Of course, a giant spear with massive rolls of cheeses. I think it's what's the region? Is it also Switzerland? No, Switzerland, it's a chocolate. Where is the cheese factories? Probably Italy, right? The Parmesan, a good roll of Parmesan. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I've extracted a good amount of orders. Like let's say I get all of them from the Discord chat, and I must say it is impressive. Like there is a lot of really cool stuff about the orders. Frying pan with arms, legs, and a sword. Yeah, the handle can be a sword actually. A frying pan where that stick. It doesn't have to be even a sword. It might just be the sticking club, you know, just a frying pan with legs and a club. Amazing. I think we also got another design. Just go in the Discord and make an order of a frying pan. So yeah, let's go one by one. They ordered in a way I think they was written, so I'll just go from the very top to bottom. And the first one, it's the Order of Eclipse. The Order of Eclipse, it's like as it was written in the Discord. It's also the original order. So they have the fortress. They let me open the original doc. Order of Eclipse. So yeah, as the Hi. Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna read it from the Discord. The Order of Eclipse is the ancient one. It's believed to be founded after the eclipse occurred. Its symbol golden sun and the black circle in the middle. I'll keep it there. Also, oh, such a cool design, right? Amazing. Love it. I might incorporate it into the design that I'm about to make. So yeah, the situation that from center of the continent to the south of the shore, on top of the highest mountain, the Pearl Range, the fortress is so big and high that its name suggested its tower are nothing in science like crown against the halo. Yeah, the Order fights against most of the sea, air, and desert, and well controlling crucial water arteries from the sea to the continent, defending waters from pirates and monsters. Its members traveling in large fortresses. Sometimes they're transported with living beings, sometimes with giant mechanical wonders. The Order actively uses the birds of desert, giant creatures that inhabit sandy lands. The Order has traded routes. The Order has traded routes with every part of known world, including the mysterious easts and tropical areas, which are presented near. So yeah, we have some reference that the Vulcan Fortress dropped, and that's pretty damn amazing. Yeah, kinda gives you a vibe of the like a good old ancient Order. This is from Vampire Hunter D, an amazing anime. If you haven't watched, please watch. So yeah, yeah, this is the Knights of this Order. They also wrote like a good amount of like characters for it, and but what I was curious about, it's like what's the goals of the Order and what's their flaws, basically. Like what's the and again, this is just a list of things that we have now. We're gonna shift and change it, and like we will try to wave it into the world, because like for example, traveling on giant fortresses can be like scaled to the point of just like a really big cart, you know. Like in the lands where the traveling on a giant fortress is not like convenient enough, let's say, right? Okay, so yeah, the main goal for the Orders of Eclipse, it's the protection from monsters, control of the waterways, support of the trade, and yeah, the protection and the recruiting and training people. So I'd say the main fortress will be like a training grounds where young people can come and like become a knights, and yeah, so that's one of the good orders, right? That like just generally made life of everyone better and easier. Yeah, but I've tried to think about like what can be the flaws of that order. That's fine. I think the characters. It's not only that you like wrote. It's also about what they are behind the text, right? Because you can just like give a simple sentence, and that will make so much sense that you can actually connect it to the character. Like it always, like, I see it as just a stream that we can control and make it in a way that we can use, basically. So yeah, characters, it's an important part. But yeah, what can be a flaw of such an order? So it might be the if they stretch over the land too far, the supplies chain might be like thickened or destroyed or interrupted by the local gangs or something. If order like actively uses wild creatures and just general creatures to travel, that also might be like a deficit of that creatures, right? They might like die, they might be killed, and then they stuck. If imagine you being like, if you are a giant castle, what would be the part that you will attack first? You probably will kill the driving force, and then your castle stuck somewhere in the middle, and then you can like expose to attack. So that's another weak spot, let's say. The flaws, well, as any other, you can say that the flaw is a bit spread and mostly, yeah. So I'd say the fortress, it's like a base. It's not, yeah, that's another thing. Like, if they like stretch, they always need to pick which direction they gonna wanna go, and but that goes almost to every order. If they not operate on a specific area, the flow, it's like being overstretched. But yeah, the amount of them to sustain such an order, that's another thing. So where do they get? That's just an observation. Again, I'm not gonna go so deep in every order, but for this kind of stuff, for like an orders who protect and trying to be like a they not like a mercenaries, right? They are founded by someone, and they need to get money from somewhere. But yeah, this is like, there will be a lot of things that we're gonna figure out. So don't think about it as like a hole in the plot. We're gonna, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna make sense out of it. It's like right now we're just trying to generally cover the main things. So yeah, how this kind of order will get money, right? Will get like resources and everything. So most of them will get like from founding from other places that they protect. So they will like get some kind of donations from them and like resources. Trading roads also, if they are like controlling the rivers and like main trading roads, probably there will be like some kind of protection fee or something that they will get. And I assume they would take a mercenary contracts for some, because like if they are in the area and they still need to go that way, for example, and they will be like yeah, let's take a caravan and we're just gonna make a way and make some money. The educational part, the training part, is also not free. And if you want to be a MechaKnight, and also if you want to be a part of this order, like one of the known ones, like one of the famous ones, you're probably gonna have to pay. Yeah, that might be a case. Okay, that was the order of Eclipse. We might go back to it in a bit, but next one. It's the order of sorry, let me open it. It's the order of Ebon Riders. So order of Ebon Riders, it's basically like it's not, I don't want to say it's a witch hunt. I want to say it's a magic control, like magic control order. I bet they were founded by the mage society, mage schools. Knights are feudals, don't forget. So I guess there are dedication factors or such just to this order. Plus, as I stated, order is heavily engaged in trading. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's basically what I said. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so yeah, order of Ebon Riders. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, this is the order of controlling magic, basically. So they are founded, again, probably, I'm just making stuff up. They are founded by the magical schools and magic like people who in charge, let's say, of magic ritual. What orders have we talked about? We just covered one, the Order of Eclipse, and now we are like Order of Ebon Riders. So yeah, the whole idea of Ebon Riders, it's like they're just trying to maintain order among the mages and the mage schools and people who like they go places searching for like new discovered mages. They look for them. They trying to stop or prevent whatever like force pops up, or like a trying basically to be a mage police, let's say. Something like that, or like a little bit of Spanish Inquisition, maybe. Yeah, like mage cops. Yeah. But that's not their main goals. Their goals is to like find and get the young mages, who they discover, to the magic schools. Also, they are looking for let's say uncertified. Hi, gentlemen. So yeah, the other goal of them is to find like unregistered, uncertified, let's call it that, but basically unknown mages, and help them integrate into the magic order that schools are organized, schools of that specific place, because it's not like a united organization, let's say, but some kind of like different magic school will have their own like squad or something like that, but they still can be united under the same rules, but might not be the same organization that just surfs over the continent to control the mages. So it might be like a different one. But yeah, the general idea is to have and basically like sometimes you will encounter a mage, like for example, or you know that there is like you received a letter about like uncertified mage in this area, and you like, okay, yeah, I need to investigate, I need to check. So they go in there, and it turns into the like a quest to figure out what is going on here, like and then you can like unravel a local mage story, and he is not really a big fan of joining any mage group, but he also helps like locals, and all kinds of moral questions can go from that. So yeah, this is the another goal. Like they trying to get the known mages to certify them, basically to just teach them a right way of magic, so they wouldn't harm anyone. They just basically they're trying to educate already existing ones by taking them to places and re-educate. But not every not educated mage want to go there, so some will have to be dragged, and that's why they have this like a specifically designed that I think that's a really cool part. Like they have the specifically designed weapons, like anti-mage weapons, which will make like a sounds that will disturb the spell casting. And the one that I really like, it was the basically like a dung bell on a chain, or like a cage on a chain, which will whistle when you're swinging it. Yeah, I think the pretty cool weapon. Yeah, the Jedi Order were, yeah. Yeah. Then, like, what's another goal? Like, because there will be definitely like a rogue mages that just like went off-road, and all kinds of like bands that will incorporate mages. So, to efficiently fight mages, the party against that kind of band will have to get the like one of the Ebon Riders. because they are proficient in dealing with mages, and they know how to track them. They know, like, yeah, basically that's like a trained professionals against witches and wizards and all kinds of magical stuff. Yeah, and the general safety of over the land about the magic. Basically, that's what they do. So yeah, what might be the flaws of that order, right? First, it's because they basically hunt people, right? They just come in the village, and not every parent would willingly give their child to whoever and tell them, yeah, he's gonna be a mage, because sometimes people just being like bought by the local nobles, right? And they want like a mage at their court, so they would just like give an order to go and get me mages from these peasants. And yeah, that's basically what order does. They found mages and they bring them to magic schools. Yeah, so based on that, the people would develop some kind of superstition or just genuinely don't trust them, because they are like basically taking kids and taking people. And also yeah, just because they are like, even if, for example, this village, the little village, has a healer, right? But he's not certified. They still gonna get him, and which means like there is no healer for the villagers. So there will be a lot of this moral conflicts with this side of control magic. Like does the magic police actually do good or bad or what? Like you see where I'm going with this. Like it's a little controversial. So yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to also look for other flaws. Yeah, I think this is enough for now. So yeah, they being founded by the mages, and sometimes sponsored by the local nobles, to basically get a mage to the court of the local noble. Yeah, and let's move on. Next one, NightWatch. NightWatch. What is the NightWatch? I think the name speaks for itself. It's I want to do this order as basically they are like the order that fights the creatures of the night, let's say. Yeah, you mean the Ebon Riders, that they operate in their own jurisdiction. They might, yeah, probably it's not like their jurisdiction, it's the how they do it. It doesn't matter. They just need to get mages to the order is simple. Like, mages have to be controlled, and young mages needs to be like young people who discover to be gifted, needs to be delivered to school, or so yeah. And how they do it, it's their own choice. Okay, move on. NightWatch. NightWatch. Really like the concept of a night. Yeah, the Batman order. Yeah, kinda. So yeah, they hunt the creatures of the night, and there is creatures of the night. Just along with just a wildlife, let's say, that just hunts in the night. Along with that, there will be vampires, the wyverns, the night wyverns, night dragons, like whatever. So, and because it's all about being highly, basically they are also half assassins, let's say, because they need to be precise and basically being very precise and very hidden, let's say. Yeah, Belmonts. That's also pretty cool. Yeah. So yeah, they have to be like yeah, I forget the word, like how assassins when they stay like hidden. How do you call it? uh, Gosh. It's not secretive. Uh, it's like hidden, right? Yeah, probably. Yeah, like they have to be like stealth, basically. Yeah, that was the word I was looking for, stealth. So yeah, they has to be stealthy and they has to be like hidden in the night, in the dark, and do not make a lot of noise. So they thank you, thank you, stealth. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. So yeah, they have to be like really stealthy and really precise, and they will use like all kinds of tools to, like, if they expose themselves, they need to like drop a smoke bomb and like disengage, hide, shoot again, or just attack with like with a precise weapon to one shot the enemies, basically. So yeah, they are like do you have seen Witch Orders? Witch Orders? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Yeah, so you got it, right? There are 13 of them, and I think it's just a cool number. Everything is about cool stuff. So yeah, they definitely have, like, they are very light. And yeah, what am I talking about? I have one of them already, and you've seen it. It's the Raven guy, Raven Knight. Yeah, this guy. Oh my god, this one. So yeah, this is the one of the nice NightWatch members. I also see him like having some kind of like a feathered cape, but the feathers on the cape, they are not feathers, they are like metal knives, basically. So he would like fly over the battlefield like a Batman, I guess. Yeah. Like he will hover over the battlefield, and sometimes he will like, and like knives will go like, you know. It's gonna be super cool. The visuals of this guy in action will be fucking amazing. And I really like the other design. I think the Kamataya you did. It was the Joker, the jester kind of guy. And I think I will make that one in the close future, like as a pair of this guy. So yeah, this is the NightWatch, right? Yeah, so what's their goals? They are protecting people from the creatures of the night. But because this order it's like yeah. I missed that part, but it was also a super cool part about the yeah. Yes, one second. So yeah, there was something about them being them being like because okay, let me phrase it this way. So someone wrote that they are the basically like the order that dies because they are like solo warriors, let's say, because they hunt in the night, they have to stay it's it's easier for them to die, let's say, because because of their weaknesses. Because if they exposed, they lose their power, and because they also they are being part of the order of the Eclipse, not being part of it, but I think it was in the Discord somewhere. But let's say if we go in this road, if they are a part of Order Eclipse that just taken care of the creatures of the night, the people who go from Order of Eclipse, basically from these bright nights of protection to the NightWatch, it's the people who made something like bad, basically the bad guys, they go there to get a redemption, basically. Like if you serve in a NightWatch order, you are like a warrior of redemption. So you trying to get good again and get back to the other orders, let's say. But maybe you found you went there as a punishment, and then you stick to that because you feel like you're making more impact in that order than you were doing in the Order of Eclipse. So people do not go to NightWatch willingly, but sometimes they do because they have to. That's another super cool thing about this order, I think. Because they are small. The main flaw, it's like they are just small. The small order, not a lot of people joining. They are mostly loners, and that also leaves the mark, because they have to be they have to do not expose themselves. Even you, imagine you are being a giant mecha and you need to hide yourself somehow, so people do not know that you are in the town or you are operating. So the loneliness and the isolation, it's the other flaw of the members of the order. I think it's fine for now. I think you got it about this one. Okay, let's move on. The next one will be the order of the bearers of the burden. So this one, the biggest flaw is their false hope. They fear that they will never be accepted by the original order, and it makes them go mad. That's being rejected and not being able to go back might be a psychological case. Okay, moving on. The BurdenBearers. So I think this one was descriptive in terms of what were they, and I think I need to read it all so you guys can understand. It's a lot. Let's say if you wanna know what's the essence of it, you need to read the whole descriptive part. But I'd say they were Order of Eclipse. They were just the protectors, but because of the games that were played around the order by the other nobles and other knights, they got exterminated basically and exiled, and now they are exiled order, but they are still true to their code, so they still serve people, but on the outskirts basically. And probably if they were something like Order of Eclipse, I think there should be a conflict between them, because if if this is a fight over influence over the territory, sorry, I'm not making any knights. I'm just talking about this. I'll try to do two things at the same time. But you got it where I'm going with this, right? If the story of one order being exterminated by the plan of other nobles and like being like a betrayal plan, and to get them exiled, basically, to not to exist. It might somehow involve the Order of Eclipse, just because they are like fighting for the same kind of ground. It might be. It's just a speculation, let's say. I'm not saying anything for 100%, but it might be. So yeah, they are basically trying to be also good knights, but now they are like exiled good knights. There is not a lot of them, and some of them still maintain the same bloodline from the original founder, and their motto is the honor, love, and loyalty. But before exilement, it was a different one. It was the let me quickly have a look. Before the exilement, yeah. So while they were existing, it was honor, courage, and faith. But when they been betrayed, and the only thing that they have left is each other, they changed their motto to honor, love, and loyalty, as a statement to them being a united family that kind of kept them together and made them not fall apart even after exilement. Like, they still exist even after that. But for them, yeah, it's to maintain the a witch order as a counter to the mage cups. Yeah, sure. Yeah, go for it. The witch order as a counter to mage cups. Sounds cool. Let's do it. Okay, moving on. Okay. Which one is the next one? Yeah, I called this one an EagleBlades, but I think the original naming was the Blades of the Eagle. Blades of the Eagles. But I think the EagleBlades just sounds shorter, and like I always go for shorter, but the essence still there. So EagleBlades. I think the main reference of the EagleBlades was the guy from the video, the double sword guy. And the idea of the EagleBlades, it's being a front line, like basically like how do you call them? Like a first responders or scouts. Like they on the front line all the time, and they do not have to engage. They just report. They launch signals. In the video, it was the bell, right? But it doesn't have to be the bell. It might be like a light signal if they have a mage, or sound or whatever. Like they need to spot the danger first, report it, and then maybe hold it until the cavalry will arrive, or disengage and help people to retreat. Until the cavalry will arrive, or they just like protect. And you got me right. They not like they're basically designed to be like first responders and helpers, not to like attack in force, let's say. So that's why they like quick. They are agile. Yeah, they do not wield heavy. Like they do not wield heavy weaponry. Like everything they do is like about the speed. Yeah, Eagle boys. Yes. Yeah. So the Eagle boys. So yeah, the main goals of them, it's to like first responders, scouts. So they go through the front lines, like basically the outskirts of their regions. Yeah, and they are focused on the small targets if they can. Like if they know that the dragon pack is attacking the city, and their goal will be to take down all the supports and all the small creatures. Wyverns specifically, I think that was mentioned. So yeah, they are like they are support unit. And the flow goes from this point. They are not operating in a large group. They mostly like singular or 2, 3 maybe, and they not very armored because they has to be quick and agile. Yeah, and they really dependent on the quick reaction. So if the time is not on their side, they might also lose. Yeah, and yeah, basically that's the order of the eagles. Yeah, I think we covered that. Let's move on. Yeah. They use the bladed. Let's consider the weaponry. I think there is a lot of different kind of weapons that they can use, but they still can stay agile and quick. So yeah, let's stay on the track. So next one is the order of balance. Okay, I keep saying that I'm gonna do something, but the picture basically won't change. Yeah. Okay, at least like let me scroll through our Discord, maybe. Okay, order of balance. Yeah, there was some chit chat about about them being like rivals with other orders, but okay. So order of balance. Again, the name kind of speaks for itself. So as soon as there are like a different orders on the land, there has to be some kind of like a justice force or people who they can rely on when there is a conflict between but I'd say, yeah, it was designed to be a balance between orders, but I'd say they are like Judge Dredd of this world. They are trying to be like justice, like a court or like a justice society that everyone know that they will solve the conflict basically between like different companies, different societies, different orders. That's the order of balance. So yeah, their symbol is the bright tower that lightens the night, as they, I guess, do like the solution and the order. So their main goals is to the law. Yeah, but I do like the analogy of Judge Dredd because they are still like super powerful, like they're mechas, right? Sorry, but they need to be lawful. So yeah, so their main goals is to serve justice and basically prevent corruption between orders and inside other orders. So someone might report that like someone is abusing power somewhere, and these guys will be sent. What else? Yeah, they like trying to like set an end to a conflict. Also, I think that's it. So yeah, what's the flaws of this order? It's because they are decentralized and they have to be on a few places at the same time. They have no base of operations, so they also kind of like a traveling loners where like whatever the purpose takes them, they go there. So another flaw, it might be because they has to prove themselves somehow that they are not going to be corrupted themselves, and so this such high standards really do not allow this order to grow, and it's like you have to prove yourself to join that order or to be that order or to get to that order, because they won't just they won't allow everyone. It has to be some kind of deed that has to be done, and only then you will be able to join. So yeah, I guess the main income parts for them will be the fees from solving the conflicts, and yeah, that's gonna be their bread, let's say. Okay, covered that one. Moving on, the Rusty Order. The Rusty Order. Let's open it here. Where is it? The Rusty Order. Yeah, short description. I made it a little bit bigger in here. So yeah, the Rusty Order, basically it's the order that you don't need to have anything to join. They are just they are welcome everyone, and but it's basically the order of a wasted, not that's not the right word, but for example, there was a battlefield, right? And the mecha parts, the armor, someone just assembled a mecha, and he just wanna do the good thing, and some kind of not maybe actually a good thing, but just to. He was a former knight, he lost his armor, then he assembled a new one, but there is no order for him because he looks like a scrap build of a MechaKnight. But he's still able to protect, and he still will do some good at the place where he is, the local village, for example. So he will still serve, and this is more it's not an actual order, it's more oh, he's the Rusty one, or he's from the Rusties, he doesn't really belong to anyone, but he still serves as a protector, or as a I don't want to say knight, but yeah, just serves, so yeah. Yeah, the description said that they mostly the people who will join them, they will be Ronins, fanatics, renegades, who have left their armor and the mission with them. The experience and now not so legal positions allow them to quietly behold for more powerful uniforms. So yeah, I think the idea is that they if for example you scrap build your first armor from the battlefield, and then you if you're not losing, you gaining, and they start to gain by protecting the one village, another village, defending one caravan. They slowly gaining, and they might be able to support another knight in their little squad, or hire someone to get another scrap build from the same graveyard. and now there are two of them. So they like they like a scrap build of that's how I see it. Again, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah. So yeah, what they would like, what's their cause might be. Again, the mercenary work, protection, and like patrolling maybe, and reassembling and gathering more parts for their order. So they would like maybe that would be the philosophy, right? They would like go on the old battlefields or places where they know that mechas died, and they go there. They like try to eliminate the danger that was there before, or maybe just distract it and get the like fallen mecha, and they will like reassemble it in the way they want. So they like a scrap builders basically of the world, but they still have to do the MechaKnight work to sustain themselves. And I think that's also the flaw, that they being too dependent on the money, so they might get corrupted, and that might be a conflict with the order of balance, or they might like be hired because they need money, they just people, so they might get hired for like shady deals or something. And the other flaws that because they being like scrap build, they like they easily broken, and their weaponry is not as good as like a main mechs. It's not being like maintained well because it was like in the ground and rusty, and so yeah, that's the flaws. But they have no official support, so they have to do like everything to maintain themselves. And because of the order that goes through the mainlands, they have to be kind of smart about doing what they do, because they don't want to get in the way of the real big mechas, right? They just want to stay like in the outskirts on the small tasks and do not get on the way of anything. So yeah, that's the rest order. Next one, it's the false order. Let's go in the false order. Okay, this is the one. I think the false order. As it's stated in the description, it's the gathering of bandits, alchemists, deserters, and anyone who profits from mana. So I think this one is the first bad order, basically, like in a way of being like a band or criminals, basically. So they like, it seems just as an organization or something. It does serve the purpose of being like an underground society, and because there is a lot of underground stuff that being made with the mana, being made with the like shady business of trading magical, for example, like gifted kids, let's say. They also will do that. They like all kinds of shady stuff being operated under the false order. So yeah, and they would also like help mages to do like unmoral experiments, let's say. And so yeah, this is the first criminal order, let's say. So all the benefits and all the flaws goes from that. So like, this is the first organized criminal organization. Sorry, yeah, you got me right. Okay. Yeah, there is like the flaws and the purposes kind of speaks from themselves. They they being maintained by the shady stuff. They get wealth from that. They order mechs for the same purpose, and I think the kind of smart thing what they can do, is they can order mechs looking like other orders. So they would impersonate, for example, like they need to do like some kind of deal, so they would impersonate the order as a statement, like, okay, we have support of Order of Eclipse, and everyone will be like, yeah, that's cool, yeah, okay, we trust you, and they fuck everyone up, and yeah, false order. So yeah, the first criminals, let's say, pretty cool. Okay, moving on. Even if I don't like the religion and I want to put it like on the background, because I do like the conflicts and intrigues of the corruption and the power, the main topics that I wanna discover in like the whole MechaKnights series. It's still making its way. Like you guys come up with this Order of Pure thing, and I'm not going to deny it, it's there. I don't know if we're going to incorporate it in the main lore yet, but the case of Order of Pure, it's the fanatic believers in the dragons are the plague of the world, but they go extreme radical. So their goal basically is just to eliminate dragons, and they would not stop, and they would like just go crazy on that, and they united under basically that belief, like this is their belief. So yeah, they kind of run in a church under the hate towards the dragons. And yeah, I don't know, we might turn it into like not maybe a religious radicalists, but just radicalists. Like there is no good dragons basically, even though the intelligence ones, they not good or bad or evil, they just there. But for the you can't explain it to the religious radical, right? That something is not as he thinks. It's the whole thing about being like radical about the idea. You don't see any other perspective. You see only one. So that's the idea of Order of Pure. And they have their support. They have their like sponsors, let's say. So that makes them like some kind of power. So yeah, they are this is the order, the haters of the dragons, under radical beliefs. Let's move on. Then the Court of Snakes. I think Kamataya mentioned something about them, but this is I love the name so much that I just can't stand the description it has now. So sorry. Let's open it here. The Order of Snakes, Court of Snakes. Sorry. So yeah, basically it's kind of the Order of Pure, but in a different way. So they like, if the Order of Pure thinks that the dragon is like super evil, the Court of Snakes thinks that the dragon are gods. But yeah, this is what I don't like about it. It's like, again, leaning into religious topic, and I don't want to be like a religious, but like drinking dragon blood also sounds cool, and yeah, but I do like the name, and as yeah, the dragon cult. Yeah, I got it. I just yeah, it's the cult. That's what disturbs me, and I want it to be a way of religion, and the Order of Pure as well. I'm thinking how to shift it, but again, this is just how it is right now. So the Court of Snakes. I don't know. I think you just mentioned that it would be like a Dracula X-Spy 2. Yeah, I think that it has to be something like it, because it has this like a vibe of being like assassiny, the whispery, the mystery kind of, you know, the court of snakes. Like what? Yeah, then the name has to speak, as most of the orders. This also has to speak. It's a court of snakes. Okay, we're gonna work on that. The court of snakes, I can see the potential. It's pretty cool. Okay, the Black Company. Next one. This is basically the mercenaries. Just mercenaries, just people who gain wealth, and they just want to be like a soldiers of the army. They are mercenaries. Different companies can still, like, if you are like a successful business in the medieval times, you know, you like a trading very well or something, and then you can probably get a mecha, and then you can send him to war to get some money, like, you know, like so yeah, this is the Black Company, the mercenaries. And the last one for today, it's the Knights of Saint Selene. So yeah, there is also like a lot of reading, let's say, about them. But I think the main one, again, it's another religious one, and that's like, you say, I'm like so so against religion. So yeah, but the main idea is that they are the military force of a local church, and their main they basically like crusaders. So they have the goals of the church, and they let's call it that. Yeah, if you want like details, will there be a part 2? Will there be a part 2 of what? Okay. So basically, they are like a crusaders. So they they expand and turn people into their belief by the force of the holy sword and the holy everything. The crusaders of MechaKnights world. Again, religion. I don't know, guys. But yeah, this is the orders as we have now. There is no, I think that's it. We covered everything. There is the deep ones, but I think it's not like an order. It's more like the sea people thing. So it's just a different thing, let's say. And the white oak. It's also it's about the progressionist elves, and I'm still not sure if we go in this way. So this is 2 that I'm gonna skip for now. But we will see in the future what will be there. But yeah, next. That's the main bit of the video, to cover all the orders that we have now, and we're gonna write more just according to the logic of the universe, as I mentioned at the beginning. So we will expand and elaborate. I know the gentleman. I know that it's yours. It's just like it's more like an expansion of the lore about the Depan, right? And that's just like a whole different part of the world that we're not diving in right now. So let's just keep it. So the species specific ones don't get covered yet. It's not like a species specific. Right now the orders, it's the organizations of the MechaKnights, and the MechaKnights, it's the human force. There is no other species being under orders. If it's order, it's human side, you know, and everything else, it's the other sides, other cultures, and they will have their own thing. It's not going to be orders. So the orders, it's like a specifically about the human society and their organizations, their needs, and yeah, basically it's about the humans. And the MechaKnights itself, it's about the humans. So yeah, that's the whole thing. Yeah, so what are we gonna do? We're gonna think about all the different infrastructures that has to be made in the world while we're developing it, because it's like I know, guys, it's a bit annoying that I'm not like updating you on everything, and I'm not like, but trust me, I'm moving and I'm like covering stuff, and we constantly working on it, and I'm also like working on like another short video that I've sent you. So yeah, it all takes like time, and time, it's what's like, time is the only thing basically, because we need to move with some speed, and we're all working and we're all doing it in the free time. So, and we're trying to find a way to make it into a real thing, to find like to get funding or something for like a cartoon or for a game, and we're trying to make pitch documents. We like trying to speak with the investors to be able to do it as a full-on project. But yeah, right now it's just a side project basically. Yeah. So yeah, bear with me. We will be there. It might just be like a little bit slower than the Marvel movies, but it's better like late than never, right? So I promise you the work is being done, and we are moving, and this is really great. And the fact that you guys helping, it's amazing. The map you've made is amazing. The whole description of orders, it was made by you, so it's already like given so much stuff to me to be able to work on, to proceed, and yeah, you like, I think from 1 month before when we released the second part to this point, we almost have every part of the, like we have the main stories, like not the main stories, I mean like the storylines, the little storylines that you also wrote, like some stories that you wrote. We have the YouTube comment section where like there is also like some good ideas. We have this Discord channel where like basically there was nothing, and now we have so many things. It's like, yeah, it's actually being done. So just keep it up and let's move. It's going great. It might be a little bit slow, a little bit disappointing, but this is the life. Like, it's not always goes as fast as you want. So yeah, let's make order of yeah, is it order of Ebon Riders, right? The black and gold. Let's see what we have. Let's find a nice source of inspiration. I'm just gonna scroll through sorry, I'm gonna scroll through the pictures to find one that I want to base it on. Okay, I do like these guys, I think, and especially the arm that holds them. Yeah, like legs on this one. Okay, this one maybe a little bit off. Maybe I just turned him off right away. This one has nice shoulders and maybe some armors. The hand armors too, and the chest plate as well, and the helmet is not bad too. So maybe this one is like a good one. This one also interesting. Yeah, I like arms on this one, and this symbol is pretty cool. And the side stuff. Yeah, the arms of this guy. Also legs. And the shoulder, spiky shoulders, pretty cool. Yeah, you see, there is a skulls. I don't know if I want them, but maybe we keep them. This one, yeah, also interesting. Yeah, I think we have a good, like, oh my god, yeah, I almost missed the hammer. Look at this. Not the hammer, axe. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I think we have a good base to start. This one is also pretty cool, but I think I'll make another knight just from him. He's just too cool. And this guy is also nice. And I like how armor and shoulders feels quite solid. Yeah, but we're gonna focus not on those guys. We're gonna focus on this guys. So yeah, let's go. Let's delete all that we don't want. Oh yeah, I like a shield on this one, so I'll just cut the shield right away. So you guys tell me, what do you think about the orders and everything? How do you feel in general about this whole thing? Okay, I don't know if I want to incorporate this part, but maybe I'll just keep it for now. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this guy has to go. Okay, and this one too. No, I meant about the orders and NightWatch. Yeah, the fucking the Batmans of the world. It's just, yeah, they are great. Love them too. And it also will make such a cool sequences from them being in action, right? Just imagine the Batman MechaKnight. Isn't that already creates like a, I don't know how do you guys feel, but when I think about it, for me it's like watching a movie right away. I don't even need to have it made, you know. I'm like watching it inside my head. So when I think about the Batman MechaKnight, I already watched that movie about the mecha being like in the shadows, fighting the magical creatures, being betrayed. So yeah, this is pretty cool. And the part, like, not the part, but the idea of everything is already made, you know, like that's so true. It's really hard to be like original, like to create something completely fresh, because it was like every story has been told already like a million times. Because we are as a consumers, as a market, we we are pretty simple, like in general, and we are being entertained by the stuff. So it's more like an execution than the idea of itself. Because yeah, I keep saying that if Marvel can like follow the same logic and make movies so different from each other, like one will be an amazing movie and another will like completely be a disappointment, but it's basically like they mostly following the same kind of trope, and they're just like failing on their own field, and I think that's the perfect example of how it all operates, because you like something will just resonate better, or like will make more sense, will be visually be like be cooler. And so yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. Like we're just trying to be something cool in a world where everything is already pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna cut this part. Maybe I can take and make like not the rocket launcher, but the jump thing, the jump. I forgot the name. The rocket thrusters backpack, the thrusters. And then we don't need this anymore. Okay, this guy. What are we gonna take from this guy? Oh, by the way, I haven't mentioned. Yeah, I've made this MechaKnights channel in the Discord, where you can write your own like little MechaKnight by making a name, qualities, weapons, and a mage partner, and just like to have a little description of a mecha that you can come up with. Like for example, this guy will be like a slow, heavy, wielding like a club or a hammer or something, and yeah, being like an order of like what kind of mage he can have as a partner. Something like a massive dude with a hammer, maybe like a fiery guy, or yeah, or maybe like a ground shaking one, where he will in combat he will be like trying to corner his target and then land a massive blow, and because the power of his blow will be so big, like he doesn't have to aim, he can just like AoE the target, and the ground shakes and everything will just incorporate, and the mage with the earth manipulation power can just help him zone the enemy, so he would like create a wall or like wobble a land under his feet, so the target will lose balance and then he just like destroy it. So yeah, this is a cool concept. Okay, let's get the parts, let's get the mech going. We're gonna take from this guy, we're gonna take this arm, and the hammer. Let's see. Let's see what we can do. Let's separate it from the background. I'm gonna be a little bit more precise, because last time when we were making Death Knight, I lost a lot of details by just missing the by not taking them directly from the painting, and that kind of made the proportions a little bit weird in my taste. I mean, I think that Death Knight kind of turns out pretty cool, but I do wish I had worked on the cut a little bit better. So we're gonna work on it better now. Yeah, let's cut. I think this club also needs to be cut. Like this. Yes, there will be. So the question is, will there be mechs representing other cultures as knights such as samurais, janissaries? There will be, definitely will be samurais, and maybe I will ask my friend, like a proper artist, to make a concept. I think the samurais are the because of the cultural cultural mentality of the noble fighters for the rights. I think they are the first one who will go into the MechaKnight universe, the samurais, and to make a conflict between samurais and knights will be an interesting take. But about the other ones, I don't want to be too generic about it. So if, for example, let's say that we're gonna make a mecha out of everything, it's not true. Because I still wanna explore what else there might be. Like, for example, the tribes, for example, like we were discussing the Mongolian tribes and in general the cultures that live on land and travel to survive. I don't think it's a good idea to make them mechas, basically, or to make like For Honor, but with mechas. Yeah, but yeah, you see, in For Honor there is North tribes, right? Then the Northmen, the Vikings. But I don't want Vikings to be mechas because it just doesn't click, you know. I think the samurai mechas click pretty well because they basically also an armor, the helmets, right? The most distinct part that will tell everything. Like, basically in the helmet of the samurai there is the whole story about that samurai, and that's what also you can say the same thing about the knights as well, because their helmet is their face. But in the world of Vikings, I think the most closer to their individuality, it will be the what that would be. I don't want them to be braided mechas, you know. So what's special about them? They have ships. They live off the military based society, basically. So that's their things, and to have basically, yeah, to have them as a force. It might be cooler to have them as something or ships, right? The crossing seas. So maybe they are something different. Maybe they resist the sea life, and that do not require a mechanite power. It requires something else. So yeah, you see, this is this is a, I don't know, I don't want to say dilemma, but it's something that I'm thinking about while thinking about the the MechaKnight world. Like not everything is a mecha, basically. Yeah, I hope you got me, right? Okay, we're gonna keep it. Maybe this stick needs to be removed also. We don't need it now. And we're gonna replace it with the other one. Okay, maybe I'll cut it. I'm not gonna remove it completely. I'll just cut it. But most of the parts that I'm like cutting, I'm still not gonna use. It's my like stupid thing. Just can't get rid of a thing completely. Yeah. Keeping it for future where I don't need it. I'm not saying every culture should have a mecha, but just the ones that wear armor, I guess. Yeah, you see, I think it's not about the armor, it's about the... I think every culture has an armor, like armor was the case of it, but I'd say it's about the helmet, basically. Like which cultures represent their whole thing in a helmet. And that's the philosophy behind it. Like, if it's not helmet, then it's something else. Like, what do you represent your culture in? Like the culture of knights, basically, can be represented in a helmet. The whole story of samurai can be represented in a helmet too, right? But Vikings do not represent in armor or in... they work as a whole image, like the warrior, the design, the aesthetics. It's like the whole thing. So if you take one part of the aesthetic, you will like lose the Viking. Like Viking with like just a bald Viking, like no beard, no braids. It's just gonna be a bald dude with an axe. You know, if you see where I'm going with this. So yeah, it's like an image. But if you, yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the logic I'm following. You don't have to. But like, what makes the Vikings unique? It's like the ships. Basically, the ships have the super cool design. So maybe it's the ships and the whole, or like if you take a Viking, like that's what I was thinking about the orcs, right? If you want to have a fantasy world and keep the aesthetics of the Vikings, for example, they like a braided, bearded, heavy military tribal society, and that it's basically orcs. I just described orcs. So that's what kind of speaks also for itself. You know, like you just connect these two images. If it's done well, you won't question that. You will believe in it like right away, and the believability, that what matters. Like that's why I'm trying to run everything through this like a realistic perspective, because the realistic makes it believable. Uh, Okay, what are we gonna get legs from this guy? I don't really like his upper part. I do like this little thing. So yeah, let's get legs. would knights in the Sand Kingdom wear brighter colors to avoid catching heat from the sun? Yeah, I think so. Also, do you know like there is this thing about them wearing like some of them wearing like this heavy burqas because it creates this isolation layer. Like, for example, uh, why double insulated windows are keeping cold also better than the not insulated windows, because this like layer of air, even in the heat, it might be like, it might seem from outside like why you wearing so much clothes, it's so hot, but for them it's like isolation layer, so it just maintains the temperature inside on the same level, so they not get overheated on the super like hot environment. So yeah, that's something to think about too. The colors, it's not only, but the whole design has to support their heat resistance, or like some kind of mechanics that they're gonna have because of that. Okay. This flag, and then we're gonna cut this flag part and replace it with the other leg, or just like cut it by the knee. Insulated windows, not like what? Yeah, double, and like, you know, like a plastic one, you turn it like this. If it's 45 degrees, you can like open it a little bit, and if you just like fully open it, you just like open it right away, you know. I think, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Man, you should do your own MechaKnights. I'm constantly questioning myself if I'm constrained to the idea too much or I'm not, and I think this is like the general answer to this question would be it doesn't matter as long as it's being done or not being done, because yeah, the execution makes it cool, and yeah, if you like, you can maybe like, if you think about it, you can make anything cool if you execute it right. Like anything can look cool. So it's not only about the idea, it's about the execution. So the Viking orcs might be cool or they might be bad. And or at the beginning I was thinking like, okay, the mechanical, like I want dwarves to be like a living creatures. And the more we were developing the universe, the more I'm like, okay, yeah, if we want to create this like a dependent balance between human kingdom and a dwarf kingdom, they might be some kind of like mechanical entity, like something like that. And yeah, they turn out to be as they are right now, like a half mechanical being. So yeah, this is like this is kind of battle between sense and cool execution. I do agree with the rule of cool most of the time, but also it's not a unified rule. It's not like 100% worked every time for every occasion, because basically if you will just follow the rule of cool and forget about sense, it will ruin your universe as well. because it's good in a specific moment, but if you need to sacrifice sense for just for being cool, your whole universe might fall apart by just like one simple mistake, you know. I think the good example would be what is going on with Star Wars right now, because it's like at this point no one really knows what's canon, what's not canon, what's the rules they operating under, what does that mean, what does that mean, if that means that, then this means this. So they completely ruined their own universe, I think, at this point. And yeah, it would be nice to just to maybe think about it in a different way, like you might have to sacrifice some stuff to for the whole piece make more sense, but they not willing to do that. Okay, yeah, like these legs. Let's cut this center part. Yeah. But somehow DC still stands, right? But I think yeah, Marvel dominated over the movies somehow. But I do like DC cartoons. I think I like DC cartoons much more than Marvel because they tend to be, and I think this is the biggest mistake. They trying to be Marvel, but it's not what they are. DC, it's like a dark, serious universe of Marvel, and they try to be that. They always like keep being like yeah something else. I would shift the whole DC thing into the R-rated thing, you know, like for adults with with all the outcomes of that. Because I think John Wick and all this kind of action movies shows that there is still a market for that. They still can do like a super cool stuff, but they trying to play safe and they trying to be like the entertainers, let's say, instead of. But yeah, I'm not a business guy. I don't know how it works. I'm not in position to criticize DC. It's just it does seems like they lose on the same field where Marvel's prevents. But also it's like I think Warhammer also suffers from rule of cool a bit, especially fantasy, which basically has their own Space Marines. Yeah, maybe, but I think what they have, it's like they have an essence, you know, they made sense in under their own rules, so it still feels solid. It's not going like completely off grid. So Warhammer, for me at least, for all the stories and all the from Warhammer world in general, it feels consistent. So yeah, I wouldn't like say bad stuff about them. I think they are pretty damn solid. But yeah, DC Marvel, it's really hard to be something if you're not that thing, and like actually know what you are. That's the hard part, you know. I think like that's where DC suffers. Like they not sure what they are. Are they a family entertaining comedy / action, or they are like a serious dark superhero where. And I don't know if you guys seen this like a dark side arc where Batman turns bad and all the Justice League has like basically they lost to Thanos, let's say. And I think that's such a cool take, and they have this an amazing cartoon about that. How Superman just suck and like Batman turns evil as soon as he sees that there is no option for them to win. But then he like, oh no, I tricked you the whole time. So yeah, I think it's like the whole thing of losing to the enemy. It's pretty cool. Like because in real life, justice being served not as often as in the movies. It's just because we as people we crave for happy ending. It's really hard to accept the darkness of reality. That's why we are so into the happy endings. Oh, and I'm taking this hammer. Did I delete it too much? Or not this one? No, not this one. Is there gonna be Viking make as well? No, we just discussed that. This is the whole speech about the Mecha Vikings. No, I don't think there will be Mecha Vikings. I think Vikings has to be something else. Because they are not distinct by the shape of their armor. They are a culture of its own. They are like the whole thing. And we have to give them the whole thing of a culture too. That's why I am a big fan of North tribes being orcs. Because they are big culture of their own. But it's not set in stone. We in the process. We're not forcing anything. We like trying to. That's why it takes also so long, because we're trying to make sense out of everything and trying to ground it as like in reality as possible, but also keep it like fantasy, especially like D&D fantasy. So there is a lot of cool stuff. There is almost everything that you will see in D&D we want to have. But in a little bit like more grounded way. So it still has to feel like a fantasy, like a magic adventure with the wizards and warriors and the sword and magic and yeah. Have you guys seen the Critical Role cartoon? What's the name? I forgot. Help me, please. What's the name of the Critical Role cartoon? The Legend of Vox Machina. Have you seen it? A wizard mech. I think there is a thing that might be controversial being like a wizard mech, because he needs to be like you need to cast, you need to sing, and to do the to be able to basically like run the Vox like it's still the Vox Machina. I think it's the good balance between being like R-rated show but also be a fantasy show, and it's like the Critical Role itself. It's I think they kind of lean into that field. So yeah. so being like violent kind of cartoon for their audience. They're not trying to be something else. They're not trying to be not them, if it makes sense. So yeah, the mech wizard. I think wizards will be a good support for mechs, like just as a party, but mech of itself, because he's being operated by the human, and it's like try to be like a blacksmith and sing at the same time. So it all goes to the singing. You need to really be like focused and stationary. It's really hard to like do action and sing. And because the mechas has to be like super functional, but I think they still can be operated by the mages. It's just casting a spell has to take some time and maybe they will like and you need to have like a direct eye contact, so maybe you will like cast a spell inside and then you open the faceplate and like rah, and then close it and go back into the action. So that might be an interesting take, yeah. But I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's try take this bit. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Let's see. We can cut it off later. Let's take it all right now. Okay. Okay, we have legs, we have a nice shoulder plates, we have nice arms. Let's move on. Oh, this guy is super cool. Do I want to take these arms or not? I definitely want to take this center bit. It is incredibly cool. Okay. Take the center bit. Yeah, like this. And maybe that's it. Okay, maybe that's not it. Okay, do kinda like this side bits too. Let's take them too. We'll see if they will make some sense later. For now, we're just collecting cool bits. Do you guys have anything else to talk about, like to discuss? Maybe like I don't know. Streaming is not really my field, so I don't really know what to do apart from just make stuff. So what do the streamers usually talk about? Like rumors about the world? How long it's been going? For a couple of hours already, right? Okay, I'm gonna finish it anyway on the stream. Maybe I'll make like a main one, and then I'll cut and I'll finish it off camera. Because yeah, I think the main video about the orders has ended. Do I really need this hammer? Okay. Oh, why they all so cool? Okay, I really like these arms. I really like arms like this. Okay, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take them. Let's group everything we have so far and hide it. Because yeah, it's getting a little overwhelming on the screen. We're almost done with the main bits. So now we're gonna take all these bits, all these parts. Do you guys watching anything cool at the moment? Like recently, any recommendations on what's out there? Have you seen the Wolverine and the Deadpool? Look at this arm. Oh my god. James, have you watched the Critical Role, like as a thing, as a piece? The campaign, I mean the D&D campaign. Nice. Let's put them in the group. Okay, I think we have to take these knee pads and see if they're gonna fit somewhere or not. I recently went to Deadpool and Wolverine, and I must say I loved it. It was pretty damn cool. I always was like a little bit skeptical about this whole fourth wall Deadpool thing, but they executed it so well in the movie that I like actually enjoyed it. It's really fun, and the whole like little jokes and little puns. Yeah, it was just genuinely like really entertaining. They might like at the very end there was a bit where they were fighting in like on the street with all the Deadpool variants, and the very end there was a moment when they like jumped out of the bus, and CG on Wolverine was so bad. Oh my god, just like awful. Like the whole fight was amazing, and it seems like they added it at the very last moment. It was just awful. It's like the level of graphics was the Flash movie. Yes, this is the X I'm talking about. The X. The X of X's. Oh no, that's not what I want. I'll just cut this part. I'm gonna cut all this mucus away. We don't need it. Yes, that's what I want. And again, these legs and arms are pretty cool. So yeah, I'm not sure. Like we have already a lot of cool arms. Yeah, I think this one is much cooler. But the shoulders might worth it. Okay, yeah, let's take shoulders. Maybe we're gonna take shoulders and this center bit and this part, like the part with the knees. And the X of X's, the X. I'm probably the only one that's excited about this X so much. Is it X or is it hammer? What is it? No one knows. But it's there. It's there. Sorry guys, I'm going crazy. Some pretty cool MechaKnights concepts in the Discord. Cool stuff. Yeah, it seems like this shoulder do not follow in logic of this one. This one a bit messy. It's fine. Let's keep going, let's keep cutting parts. I think this is the last one that we're gonna cut, and then we're gonna get to the assembly part, where we will actually gonna make some mechs. Let's cut this light too. Yeah. Did I get the shoulder part from this guy? I'm not sure. Not sure. I don't think I did. Okay, let's take it then. Finally, I was able to catch you on one of your streams. Like, hello, Fat Maniac. Hello. Yes, you did catch me. But we're just like I'm just concept altering this thing, kit bash and some MechaKnights, and that's basically it. Nothing revolutionary is happening. Just some simple MechaKnight stuff. And we're gonna put it here, and then we're gonna cut this part. It also gives me a vibe of something that I don't know how to name this whole bit. Yes, this. Hello. Так. Okay. Okay. Let's make a MechaKnight. Let's make a MechaKnight. I like this part a lot. And this part I will cut. And I'm gonna make a MechaKnight. Just like this, like this, like this. And here, let's add it, and let's add it, and let's add it, and let's cut it. Let's cut it, let's add it. Hey, Batman, do you wanna discuss anything? Like what's going on? What's happening? What's with your nickname? Why is it like this? Are you actually one of those things? How do we cut it? Like this? Like this. Yes, like this, I think. And that's it. We have our main stuff. And we're gonna group these guys and call them simple. My friends, I'm crazy. I'm just okay. I went through so many nicknames over my life. It's also crazy. Okay. Okay, assembly time. My favorite part. Okay, maybe let's go over the first group and look if we can find a better helmet. This one is definitely not. Are you planning to keep the same team of big heads and mechas as we saw in the munition? It was just specific thing. No, that was that was a conscious design choice because of the helmet being being a representative part of the mecha. So yeah, we're gonna keep using mecha like a main bit as a helmet based thing, and the helmet we will try to make a distinct versions of the helmet. That's why I want to go over helmets and see if there is a better one. No, I don't think. I think it's cool, but it's I don't know. I think this is cooler. This is no. Ooh, this might also be cool. Okay, it's either this or this. Okay, I think we keep the yellow line one. Okay, but now we know this is our helmet. Let's go. So we have all the bits. Let's turn off the snap and extras, and let's make a mecha. Also, let's save it. Yeah, that's what I want to do, like the same thing with samurais, to have the basically just a samurai helmet as a base, and just have it like with armed and and the knights too, because they are like the whole story of a knight is in the helmet. They this shape, this form. But other cultures will have something different. Like elves would have like ants as their force, or not only ants, but like maybe the dragon form, like the wooden dragon form or something like that. And yeah, I think in the orcs in general just should be like a wild tribe kind of society, but they will have like they would be like bigger than humans. Like if they are like twice smaller than a mecha, but twice bigger than a human, they can easily, like two of them basically can take down a MechaKnight, or three of them can take down the MechaKnight. So it's like three humans can take down an orc, and three orcs can take down a MechaKnight. Something like this. Okay. Okay. Let's start assembling knee pads. This is a cool knee pads. Like it. I don't think orcs would use a MechaKnights. No. I think orcs. I don't know actually. I don't know. Maybe they will. I think it's something to discover and something to think about. But I don't want to. Everyone has a MechaKnight. I want this still feel like it's not just a MechaKnight universe. It's the D&D fantasy universe where they happen to be MechaKnights, like these machines. Okay, let's start. Let's start assembling. First we have a helmet. Let's scale down. Basically, let's scale down everything to the helmet size. Like slowly start with like arms. Or maybe they can use pieces of MechaKnights they stole and destroyed of some kind of armor. Yeah, that might be. Yeah. Or they can like assemble their ships and carts with the parts of MechaKnight. So, or maybe they would like develop some kind of like a land ship. So they not only traveling by the ship on the sea, but they also travel by the ship on the land, and that will be their analogy, like some kind of like a car driven like by their force, like they still has to like pedal, or you know, like what's the sport when they like swim. So imagine like orcs like going like this, and it's just a centipede, and the parts of MechaKnight like being attached, and some kind of like some helmet on the front of their ship, and they just like wildly charging into the city. That's a pretty cool image, and yeah, that might be a really cool idea for orcs, basically, for them being like this crazy force of the world. Okay, I think I found a nice shape. Yeah, you see, and that happened right now, like a second ago. There was no such a concept, and now we have it. Thank you. And you might see it in the future cartoon, or in the game, or somewhere. That's the power of us. Isn't that cool? It's like literally just happened. And I was like struggling with the with what are orcs. You can, like, if you have time and you want to do something like that, you can just like make it in the in a thread for races. Okay, let's go. Let's continue. I think we need to scale down legs a little bit, like to this point. Look at him. He's such a humble dude. Yeah, I think we need to keep scaling down. Yeah, I think this will serve better. Okay, yeah. Okay, somehow I'm not loving this helmet. I think it does look cool without helmet. Yeah, this helmet does not fit. Helmet does not fit. We need another helmet. Okay, okay, okay. We have it. We have it. No panic. Let's go back and let's see what do we have. This one is definitely no. This one too. This one is the same. Okay, let's try this one. I think it's too small. Fits, but it's too small. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I think it definitely fits better than the previous one. Let's see if we can actually make it work. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. I want to scale it up a little. Maybe if I scale it, this one will also be better. Yeah, I don't know, somehow I don't like it. Somehow I don't like it. Just doesn't work. Okay, we might try this one too. Or this one. Yeah. Let's see if this one will fit better. Okay guys, we're having a little bit of problems with helmet, with the main part of the design. But that happens. We're still gonna figure it out, and we're gonna nail it, and it's gonna look cool at the end. But right now, there is a little bit of struggle. A little bit of struggle with the helmet. Okay, I think it does work, but we need to cut it somehow with this bit. Let's try maybe. Let's try to cut out this bit. Let's try to cut this part. And maybe like scale and warp it a little so it fits like this. Yeah, I think that works. Let's maybe what do I do here? I don't like this red light inside. I think it kind of takes away. I'm thinking of creating MechaKnights inspired make art taking place in our present day. For some reason I'm feeling the urge to make my mech part electric train. Just create a brain gun. Amazing, do it, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, okay, I think this will work better. Merge layers. And maybe I need to cut this golden part and put it on top, because it's not matching. If this is matching like this, then this golden part has to be on top. Somehow it has to be on top. Yeah, I think if you just make the same like Kit Bash. Why you use MS Paint? Use Photoshop or something else. Just maybe do it the same way I do, but with like a train references. Just like cut and assemble, reassemble. You know, like. Okay, let's maybe try to put this thing on top and let's see if it will fit, if it will match. Maybe like a little smaller, like this. Yeah, I think it works. I think it works. Maybe instead of cross, we're gonna put this thing. What's the Lancer RPG rules? I'm not familiar. I'm not sure, but I think it will. Yeah. Do you have a tablet, Kankan? I think it will help you very, very good if you have a tablet. Okay, you guys like kinda can see this thing. It's taken shape, but I'm not a big fan yet. I'm thinking I need to take yeah, what's Lancer RPG? I'm not sure. Rhythmic combat. Yeah. Yeah, that's why Kit Bash with Photoshop will probably be better, because you don't have to like actually draw shape. You can just take shape from like an actual train, like I do. You see, I'm not drawing, I'm just like reassembling stuff. So yeah, you can do the same. You can just like collect a bunch of train references. Just take one of the MechaKnights and try to cut part, put it on top, like see what feels on the shoulder bit, what feels better on the face bit, and just like make a train mecha. I do like trains aesthetic in general. I think we need more trains in our lives, you know? Like we need more mechas as well as we need more trains. Choo choo! Sorry. Okay, yeah. I don't think it works. I think the first problem is the helmet, and it does not being fixed. So yeah, I think this was much better. Just put this thing in front. So yeah, now you kind of have like this part going back and this part being up front. And yeah, you can like have legs a little bit outside. Yeah, I think that works better. Yeah. Yeah. The old trains, it's like just another great thing. The steam stuff. Yeah, the steampunk, I think it's also like so like underrated, let's say. Like this steampunk universe is not being like developed. There was such a cool anime, the Steam Boy. Have you seen the Steam Boy anime? Yeah, dude. I fucking loved Steam Boy. Yeah, that happens. That might happen to us too, if we not like get support and we won't have time to keep developing it. That's how universe works, unfortunately. Some things are being forgotten and some things are not. So just keep it up. Yeah. My god, I pressed all the buttons. This is a good arm. I'll put it a little bit behind those legs. Yeah, I do like how it's online. They on YouTube and Steam. Steam communities, yeah. I mean, I don't use Steam communities as communities. For me, it's more like for me, the Steam community is more like a source of information if you need to find like something on the game. But I never like socialize over the Steam. I mean, over Steam communities. Yeah, I think that will work. I think we have our mecha. I think we have our mecha, and we're gonna elaborate, expand, and extend on this one. I like this first design already, so this is good. When you have like a good base to start, it's already half of the job. Nice. I'm gonna put him here. And we're gonna continue. So this is our Mecha 01. So I want to create electric train mech, possibly find a good model train and draw armor Lexon. Yeah, you could do that, or you can do that and then get more references of that train from different angles and replace things that you've drawn with like a kit bash of some sorts, like to alter them in a way, like just warp, change perspective in Photoshop, and that it's all possible with just a mouse. And it's really hard to draw with like a laptop, but kit bash it's really easy. I'm like using half of the time I'm using mouse, and half of the time I use like a pen. I do have a tablet, and it does really help. I just want to have a quick look if this helmet will work better. I think it's a little more menacing. Wider, a little bit wider, and a little bit warped. I think this part needs to go like a little left. This part, and this. Oh no. It's not bad, let's keep it, but we're probably not gonna use it. Yeah, let's keep it for now. Maybe I would get rid of these bits. Okay, let's keep it like this for now. Yeah, let's just do not waste time on that. Yeah, we have so many things to do, so many more things to do, and first thing I want to try to maybe get the engine behind, like just to see if it's gonna fit or not. it's gonna fit. Okay, that's yeah, it's not really going anywhere. So maybe it's just not supposed to be there. It's just not supposed to be there, and that's it. Yeah, you guys have fun. See you, Kankan. I'm gonna finish this. Okay, I think that's it. We had like a nice 3 hours of streaming, and yeah, I have this basic thumbnail, let's say, like the template, not thumbnail, sorry. So now from here, I will off stream using these parts. I will like reassemble this guy. That's it. Cool. Thank you guys for the stream. Thank you for being here. Like, subscribe if you watched until the end. Probably you might be interested. Follow our Discord. Yeah, thank you guys for being with me. Let the justice prevail.